You should be terrified by any Uber Eats low customer rating. You're about to get fired and you're not even going to see it coming. I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do to stop this horrendous trend from happening. The first one, it's going to be the best and the easiest thing to do. The second one, it's little known and people really aren't talking about it. The third one should be obvious, but it's actually the hardest to do. And then after these 3 tips, at the end of the video, I'm going to give you just a brief glimpse of the hypocrisy of Uber Eats customer support. And as the driver, you're at risk. The life of an Uber Eats driver is really great. All you have to do is just get in your car, drive around, drop off orders, and you get paid a lot of money. It's really great. But then out of nowhere, out of the blue, you're just going to get kicked off the app. You're going to open it up expecting to work, and then you're going to be really sad. And you're also going to be exceedingly angry when you find out that you've been kicked off and no one told you why. This is just when the nightmare starts. If you're a driver with less than a year experience, your innocence is just going to be crushed and slaughtered right before your eyes. Experienced drivers already know that this kind of stuff goes on. You're going to be so sad because you're going to be out of work. And you know what? No one's going to care. The only people that are going to care are you and your family who's relying on you to provide food and shelter for them. Do you ever check out a business by reading online reviews? What are the majority of them? They're negative. Most people that are happy don't even bother to write a review. It's the people that have had really terrible experiences. The same goes for Uber Eats. 90% of your orders are going to be so smooth, you'll have no issues at all. But it's going to be those small percentage of ones that go terribly wrong. And what are you going to do? How are you going to defend yourself? Just like those online reviews for businesses, if they all have bad reviews, if you don't have any good reviews and all you have is a bad one, what do? Who's going to believe you? Is the company going to stick up for you? There is something that you can do to counteract this, and that's get some good reviews. And that is the very first tip. You need to passionately go after good reviews. How do you do this? The best way? Ask the customer for a review. There's a very simple way of doing this. In today's environment, a lot of orders are leave at door, so you're never going to interact face to face. Obviously, that's the easiest. You could just say, thanks, have a great day, and oh, don't forget to review me when you see them at the door. But when it's a leave at door, how are you going to do this? I found the best and easiest way is to send a text message when I'm a few minutes out, and that way they expect your arrival. And in this message, actually, I'll just share mine with you now. I say, hello, I'm Russ with Uber Eats. I will be there soon. Later, please don't forget to rate my service. Thank you. It's a pleasure serving you. Russ. So this message really connects with the customer. It shows that I'm a human being. And yes, I am asking for tips, but I'm also asking for that good rating. And the customer is more likely to go back after the order and rate your service. This has been the most profound and easiest way. Right now, I have 98% customer satisfaction rate, and that's because I've gotten several good reviews. Now, in food delivery, when you're doing Uber Eats, you will get some bad ones. So build up a bank of good ones, and that's going to offset your bad ones with the company. And this is something very easy to do, and you need to prepare now. You need to have these all in advance, so that way as time goes on and you get bad reviews, you're protected. So please, I found this is the easiest and most effective way of getting positive reviews. Ask for them, and ask for them through that text message. I'll place a card here later for you to watch that video. I give a really easy way of adding this shortcut to your iPhone. It is such a time saver. But you've got 2 more things to look at. The next big item here, the second one, use a body camera. Use one that clips into your belt. That way it's down low. Do you know that a body camera puts customers on their very best behavior? And this includes in person if they're talking to you, or a lot of other customers have those video doorbells, so they're going to see you walk up with your body camera on. A body-worn camera serves another safety function for you too. It's going to tell the story if something goes wrong, not necessarily with the customer. You could get hit by a car, bit by a dog, you could be robbed, assaulted. The body camera at least is going to be able to give your side of the story and provide video evidence with audio. For food delivery, it also puts the customer on their best behavior because they know that you have a recording. It makes it much harder that they could put a claim in saying you didn't deliver the food when you have video footage showing you did. And then obviously, real quick, another app is the timestamp camera app. Use it on your phone to take your own copy of the picture. So again, the body camera is seriously the way to protect yourself against low customer reviews. The third thing you can do to keep from getting low reviews is comply with the customer's requests. Many times there's going to be notes in the app telling you what to do and where to place the food. Do it. Just do what they ask you to do. Your job is not just to bring the food to the customer, it's to comply with their requests. So be extra friendly, use great customer service. Anytime there's something going on at the restaurant, try to resolve it to make them happy. Doing a poor job when you're delivering the customer's food is why you're going to get a low review. So don't let that happen. Naturally, we don't dig through bags, but do your best to make sure all the food is there. Sadly, you're going to get blamed and bear the brunt of a poor customer review when the restaurant makes a mistake on their order. If it's obvious, like drinks, the quantity, the amount of food, that's something you can control. But if it's within that food order that you can't see, that's out of your control. But trust me, this rarely happens. When it does, though, the customer is going to give you a bad review and take away your tip. The part where you are responsible is following their directions. If you don't follow that customer's directions, they will give you a well-deserved bad review, and they'll probably reduce or even take away all your tip. So that part is fully your responsibility. The other stuff is out of your control. But again, the easiest and simple thing you can do is just comply with the customer's directions. You're already going to be going to that restaurant and bringing the order to their location. Why not go the extra step and smile and be happy and make them happy? That way they have a great experience, because you know they are paying quite a bit for this order in fees and everything else. But that's another topic for a different day. So real quick, I've just got to share this with you. UberEats hypocrisy is profound, and I'm going to link this in the video description. They put it in their own words. They are the ones saying this. So let's look at this real quick. It says, if you receive a low rating, from time to time you may encounter someone who gives you a low rating, etc., etc. Don't worry, one low rating won't have a significant impact on your overall average. So significant, but it's still going to have an impact on you. So do your best not to get many of these. It says if you're consistently rated poorly, they're passively going to give you resources so you can go help yourself, including tips from other delivery people like me. Thanks, UberEats. And I am glad to help you drivers, because I don't want you to be in this terrible situation of getting kicked off the app because you didn't know. These 3 tips are very simple to help you. And then finally, it wraps up saying, if your rating doesn't improve, you may lose access to the app. Wow, is that passive aggressive or what? UberEats is the one that will kick you off the app. There's no mysterious process where you just float away and can't work anymore. No, UberEats is deactivating you, and that's called being fired. Also in this section, it says that there are minimum average ratings in your city. So don't try to figure out the exact number that you need. Again, mine are 98%, and I was at 100% for a long time. If you're getting below 95, you've got some serious problems. So clearly you can see UberEats has direct control over your ability to work. All right, congratulations. Yes, now you've got those 3 tips to protect against low ratings. Instead of continuing to focus on the negative things, let's focus on the positive. I would much rather teach you how to deliver food safely and profitably, and that way, when you do a good job, you're protecting yourself against the other negative influences that can happen on UberEats. So, watch that video next, and I'll see you there.